Today's how to build is on a horse with moving legs. Move, 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 move. So just for comparison, here's the normal Lego horse, and then here's the horse that I'm going to be showing you how to build today. Somebody asked for a horse with moving legs, and got some mobility in there, so then you could actually animate a horse walking rather than the normal sort of movement like that you have to do. So thanks for asking for this, because this is pretty cool and I might have to use it in an animation myself sometime. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So I built this horse in black because it's what I had some pieces in, handily available, but you can do whatever color horse you want. So start with a 2x3 plate, and that's going to be the sort of center of the body. I'm going to flip it upside down. I'm going to take 1x2 with handles on it. Put one of those on each side. Fill out the middle with a 1x2 plate. Now we're ready to build some legs. So the basic leg I've got here is one of these little cheese slopes. They are commonly referred to. 1x1 with a clippy bit off the side, and a 1x2 plate. So the way I did it was so cheese slope goes on top of the 1x2 plate, and then every other leg I alternated whether the clip went on top or on bottom, so that the legs would be in slightly different positions like the legs on the official Lego horse. So here you can see one leg with the clip in the front and the clip in the back. And so make two of each of those. And then on the front, do the one with the, if you want it to look just like the Lego horse, do the one with the clip on the back on that side, and the clip in the front on this side. So this leg is slightly behind that leg. And then do the opposite back here. So that leg is a little forward, and that leg is a little back. And then, you'll see that the legs are sort of in the same position as that one. And it does a pretty good job of standing, and the legs have some room for movement. Not a whole lot, but definitely more than the normal horse does, so that's an improvement. So for the tail bit, start with a 2x2 plate. Do another 1x2 with handles on it. 1x2 plate, 2x2 plate, and top it all off with a 2x2 tile because the top of the horse is smooth. Then a 1x1 with clippy on top. And I'm just using a 1x1 cone to be sort of the tail there. Then stick that on the back there. And you could play around with what you do for the tail, but this is what I liked. So, looking good. So this is two 2x2 plates stacked together. Then on top of that, we're going to use some jumper plates because they're great. So two of those. Then you have a decision here. I'm going to use another jumper plate, but you could instead just use a 1x2 plate, depending on how you want the head to be offset from the rest of the body. Then for the head, let's take this apart real quick. Alright, so start with a 1x3 plate. Then do a 1x2 plate with cheese slope. Stick that behind. Do a 1x1 plate there for the tip of the nose. Then do a 1x1 plate with a cheese slope on top. Stick that on front. Behind that, we're going to use this great piece, a 1x1 brick with a stud on two sides. Do a 1x1 with clippy on top for the ears on top of that. And then another cheese slope with a 1x1 plate. So then take this bit and the head, attach it on front. This all goes on here. And now, see what I'm talking about with the jumper plate versus the 1x2. So this is using the jumper plate. The reason I did that is so that the saddle fits on the horse, because it wouldn't fit on if you use the 1x2 plate. But I think when you don't have a saddle on, and of course, you could always fill this in with a 1x2 brick with a 1x2 tile like they do in the real Lego horses. Let's do the 1x2 plate. I think the horse looks a little more natural without the jumper plate, but you just can't do the saddle this way. It looks like it's sticking its neck forward a lot this way, but minor difference. But saddle up and ride off into the sunset.